Anthony, thank you so much for coming to the studio live, and that's another thing. That's another craft that's missing. A lot of folks don't like to travel now.
Yeah.
Before, people would travel to other parts of the country, for a handshake and a cheeseburger, just so they can have somebody listen to their album, and they would do merchandise of whatever kind. And there's more opportunity now than ever, but people don't take advantage of it.
Yeah, I mean, radio's a big part of it, and I think, what we have to do is, and this really goes out to the fans, you got to really support the music that you're listening to, right? Radio's part of it, but you got to buy the records, and we just got to put quality stuff out there again. And, that Todd Terry project, that was very cool.
Yeah.
George's album, I hope that some of the old school artists come again, some of the better ones, and do some records again.
Yeah, TKAK7 last year, they put out a lot of freestyle. A lot of good stuff. I mean, a lot of homages to their old songs, and
Yep.
I appreciate that. And they debuted them here. It was an honor to do that, and we're looking for more. We're looking for George Lamont to do something. We're looking for all these great artists to come out with new music, and not to be scared to go and perform them either.
Yeah, I like to actually write a song for George, because I think that I worked with a few artists that I felt that had the range. As a writer, you want to work with an artist that you can just do anything you want to do. And I think George is one of those artists that I think I can compliment, with a song.
If you had a top 3 songs you've written or produced or sang, which one would you choose?
Niaja's song, love that record.
Now and Forever.
Little Susie Till the End of Time, I love that song. Victor and I wrote that. Originally was for Cynthia, not Cynthia Figueroa, but Cynthia.
Yes.
Change on Me, Cynthia. And she, if I remember correctly, I think she declined on it. She didn't want the song or whatever at the time. But Little Susie, Victor was working with her, Promise Me, and all that stuff. And we spent a lot of time together. So she did the record, and I love that record. I think that's a great one. And I don't know. I got to tell you that there's a lot of songs I've forgotten about.
Yeah.
You just kind of forget. One True Affair, I think, is another song that I really like. Willie just found himself. Yeah. I mean, that's pretty much it.
Anything from your catalog, from the things that you've done?
It's funny because a lot of my songs were demos. So it was never really meant for me. Even If This Is Love was actually a song we were going to do as a follow-up for Randy Kendall at the time. So it just never panned out. So we said, put it on Artistic. You Can Count on Me was kind of like, something, hey, listen, we just need something from you, let's put it on, So I don't think I'll get into the singing part of it, but I would like to contribute at least on the writing part. That I feel that there's a lot to offer there, and we can definitely get some really good music out there again.
Now, you're the king of the Freestyle Parade intro. Which one is your favorite from the intros that you've done?
I would say the third compilation. I think that was a good one. If I remember correctly, that was like, this is the introduction to the compilation. That was pretty cool.
The one like, do you want it? Do you need it? A little bit louder. And then one is like, hold up. You're not even part of this album, kid.
Yeah, that was a good one right there. I think a lot of people really dug the intros and the little interludes.
The last one was very personal, though. The one where, hey, Mike, I got $50 with your name on it. If you want to get on 2010 or I'm not sure what number it was. Freestyle Parade Purple. The purple one, but it was crazy. Like it was like no wonder people don't think I roll with you anymore because you take forever to put a compilation out. And hey, I'm not even on this one, and you $50. Here's what you get for $50. A drop over the phone.
Yeah, I used to let Willie abuse me. Actually, I didn't care. It doesn't matter to me. People used to call me and actually wanted me to actually do their intro, and I would never do that. You got to understand. Like Willie and I didn't want to do anyone else but Willie. So we go back like that. That's like my brother right there. And George, same thing with him. Like, we have the relationship that if anything would happen to us, like, seriously, like, personally, we're going to be there with each other. And we just pick up where we left off.
So I just got one request before you go. Can I be Jose Anthony?
Jose Anthony. I don't know. You're going to have to, like, prove yourself.
What do I have to do? Like, do I have to, like... I don't know. What do I do?
If I had a Cradle Records, I'd probably make you hold them, but we don't get down like that anymore.
I'll probably sell them.
Yeah, you probably sell them.
Once again, Michael Anthony, thank you so much for being part of our show.
No problem, man.
And everybody who's listening to the podcast, make sure you check out cprsmusic.com. And for those listening live, same thing, cprsmusic.com. You're going to have links to iTunes, Podomatic, SoundCloud, Mixcloud, YouTube, Spreaker, the Stitcher app. You know, we're going to be available everywhere, so you can listen to this podcast over and over again, and you can share it with your friends. But once again, Michael Anthony, any shout-outs that you would like to give out before you go?
Absolutely. The Artistik family, you know, Willie Valentine, George Anthony, Naija, thank you. You know, definitely like Andy Panda, you know, Tony Moran, those guys for giving me an opportunity as well. Sal Albatello giving me opportunity, Atlantic. You know, I mean, list goes on and on and on. There's a lot of people. Marisol, I'd like to thank her as well. You know, my wife, my kids. You know, my daughter Cecily, which she's another one. She can really sing, and I'm hoping that I can do something with her. You know, believe it or not,
that'd be great.
She's very talented. So the one thing you got to promise me, I don't know if you can play it. If you can play the Around the Way stuff, that's pretty awesome. Even though it's out of your genre, we'd love to hear that. But if you can't do it, that's great.
Around the Way. If I had the Around the Way stuff here, I would definitely play it, because, you know, those are good memories.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But what I can do is I can splice it right now into the podcast. What song from
you
Around?
Don't have to do that.
What song from Around the Way do you want?
Really Into You.
Really Into You by Around the Way?
Yeah.
Coming up next, Really Into You from Around the Way, another Michael Anthony project. Splice it in, Jose. Boom.
Here's an oldie but goodie.
Into you, for real.